think there are a number of concerns. I think that the APA do oppose this policy, and most police authorities do as well. And whilst we know it was a manifesto commitment from the Conservative Party, it was a different policy actually for the Lib Dems. But as it sits now, it does. Obviously, it's a key policy for the coalition moving forward. However, I think particularly in terms of costs at this moment in time, the costs of elections, we've had some independent work done. Of £64 million we think it could cost in 2012, and potentially it could cost more than £100 million more than what it costs to run police authorities over a 5-year period. So at a time when we're dealing with unprecedented budget reductions, and particularly over the next 2 years, when 14% of that has to be found, then we think that money could be better spent, and quite frankly it's a distraction we could do without. I think some changes do need to be made. I mean, the criticism is about the visibility of police authorities. I think that does vary, to be honest, from area to area. I've seen some surveys where 86% of people that were surveyed did know about the work of the police authority. In other areas it's lower. But having said that, I think myself as a councillor, I've been chair for a long time in West Yorkshire, I'm pretty well known. And that goes for a number of other chairs. And you can see the attraction of having a sort of high-profile individual. But actually, once you start getting into the questions around, can one person really represent, over 2 million people in a given area, and large areas of similar size, then you've got to question the diversity and the actual accountability of just having one person represent such a large area. Yeah, I think the normal period for a white paper consultation is 12 weeks, and I think this one was 8 weeks and over a summer break as well. So for such a fundamental reform, you would have hoped that a longer period would have been given. Having said that, I think 900 responses have been sent in to this, so we will await to see with interest what the response to those are and what the bill obviously says when it's published probably next month. And we would like to see some assessment of the 900 responses as well, so we'll await that with interest. But I think it's proven in the past that when you rush legislation, it's normally bad legislation.